Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Savior GNN news review. It's been a while since I've done a GNN review, so I'm excited to be doing one once again. This week, Madhead announced the Prologue of the Universe Power release, and this series had really powerful cards back in the day, so I'm really excited to see their glow up now. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we have Azathoth, which is actually getting an amazing buff to his abilities. He has a base multiplier of 100 times, which is insane, and the condition to achieve that is also very doable since they buffed his Skydrop considerably. Also, thanks to this, you can expect more combos, and furthermore, he has a plus 5 combo count increase with a basically trivial requirement. In terms of his new team skills, he is getting plenty of staples like extra movement time, Runestone Possession effect, burning and sticky ignore. He also has plenty of cooldown reduction for dragons and prologue members, which is going to make him very useful for stages that require early active skills. He also gets a lot of utility such as a snipe, breaking anti-runestone shield first batch, ignoring hypnosis, countering cracked positions passively, and an 100% reduction from scorching areas if you activate his craft skill. Speaking of craft skill, it's actually a pretty useful craft skill since it gives you 10 rounds of hyperstate, but in my opinion the most important aspect is the 10 round cooldown reduction since this is basically a reactivation of all your active skills again. However, keep in mind that the downside to this is a neutralized enemy. Since this disables your craft, it might be a little bit unfortunate if an enemy removes all your buffs and now you're left without buffs and also without craft. But yeah, lastly, his team skill also addresses one of his biggest weaknesses back in the day, which was recovery. In the past, you would only recover 50% of your HP after defeating an enemy, which sometimes was not enough to help you survive. However, you now recover all your health when you kill an enemy, and also get a -1 cooldown reduction, which is going to help with your survivability and also with your damage output. In terms of his active skill, it remains basically the same, but with some added utility, which is pretty good, especially since you get the -1 cooldown reduction after killing one enemy. So definitely use the active skill and it's going to help you increase your damage output. All in all, Azathoth is ready to become a really good leader once again, and I'm really excited to experience his playstyle all over again with even more Skydrop. I guess the only unfortunate thing is that the new Black Gold card is also speculated to be a Dark Dragon, but we'll have to see when the news comes out about it and see how much it conflicts with Azathoth. Moving on to the 3 non-jackpot cards that are getting power released alongside Azathoth, I have to say that this is an infinitely better improvement to these cards from their original forms. If I'm completely honest, I have never used these cards in the past, but now they do have pretty good utility and will definitely see play nowadays, especially since Azathoth has the Prologue archetype built into him now. Out of the 3 announced, I think Atlatch is probably the least useful one, since it's more situational and its full potential is locked behind a mono Dark Beast team, which isn't that common nowadays. In my opinion, Ubo and Yeeb are actually pretty useful with a lot of damage buffing and also utility. But in terms of my personal ranking of usefulness, I would rank Yeeb first because of the unlock and also the fix board and a ×3 damage boost. And then Ubo for his board debuff, especially if or board debuff removal, especially if your leader is a Prologue member. And then Atlatch for the reasons I stated before. Okay, we also have two new maze exploration cards, Huang Cong and Enkidu. Huang Cong has a pretty good utility, but is quite situational and also very replaceable. Many cards in the game already have this type of effect and can do what he does, but it's still nice to get him since it's a free-to-play card, you know? In terms of Enkidu, his explosion and attack buff are nice, but ultimately not game breaking because it's only half of the board. I would say he is worth farming for that CD5 initial shield break. But all in all, I think that if you're playing the Maze Exploration event, these are cards that are worth farming since you're going to be getting them anyways in your quest to get Maze Exploration pieces to complete those treasure box boards. You're probably gonna be farming different stages to get maze pieces, and these two stages can be used for that, and also get these cards that are free to play. But yeah, that's all I had to say about this video. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything or I said anything wrong. As always, stay tuned on my YouTube channel for more Tower Saviors content, but for now, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!